Hi, it's Penny here, and today we're going to be putting together my TBR for the month of October, so my reading plans for the month of October. Now, there's a few things going on in this video. Firstly, I am going to be participating in Becca and the Books' Bookopoly, or in this case, Spookopoly Readathon, where she has this TBR building like Monopoly game, or there's a Monopoly board, but all the squares are more to do with reading prompts. So I'm going to try and use that, but also I usually use my TBR Machine website that spits out random reading prompts to pick books on my TBR, but lately I've become such a planner that usually I've already planned most of my books and I just use the TBR Machine a little bit, because as well I always try to do, or lately I try to do a realistic reading plan where for each week of the month I'm just picking one physical book and one audiobook, which is usually somewhat realistic. Lately it's been realistic. So I kind of just want to pick 8 books for the month of October, but also at this point, like I just have so many books that I want to read by the end of the year that when I was trying to like plan them and prioritize them, it was too overwhelming. So this month I really wanted to like leave it up to fate and use the TBR Machine to pick which books were going to go on the list. However, I also want to do Spookopoly. So what I've done with Bookopoly readathons in the past is I will generate a prompt with the TBR Machine, and I will also roll the dice and land on a square in Bookopoly, and then I'll try and find a book that meets both of those prompts. If I can't, we'll get 2 books. So I'm still going to try to only limit myself to 8 books. So the better I am at getting books that match both the prompts, the more like rolls and generations with the TBR Machine we'll get to do. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Let's just start. I think maybe we'll start with the TBR Machine because it's easier. Okay, so first we will generate the first prompt. Read a book with an ugly cover. Okay. So then I haven't actually printed out the Bookopoly board. I've got it in a Miro board, and I'm recording the screen, and I've also gotten in Miro this dice app. So I believe what I can do is just drag this dice over to here. Oh, it didn't work. Oh, I gotta open it up, then drag it from here to here. And we generate a number. 6 and 2, which means 8. So I have my little cactuar here. I used to have like a physical one for the physical board, so I made a digital version. He's from Final Fantasy games, if you don't know. So we start on go, and then we go 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So present. I actually need the instructions. Oh, a book you want to read right now. This is somewhat hard because there are a lot I want to read right now, and that was my whole problem. However, an ugly book I want to read right now. Let me look at my list. So I think what we're going to go with is Sweep of the Blade by Alona Andrews. So this is the next book in the Innkeeper Chronicles that I'm reading. It's like a sci-fi fantasy where all the supernatural creatures of the world are in fact aliens, and Earth is kind of this like way station for intergalactic travel, and whenever the supernatural creatures are passing through Earth, they will stay at these inns, and the innkeepers are responsible for keeping the aliens secret from humans, but also keeping the aliens safe themselves. And Sweep of the Blade is actually the 4th book, and I believe it is from the perspective of the main character's sister. These are also kind of paranormal romances, so they're a little bit of everything. This cover, like maybe it's not the ugliest, but it's also, I feel, not really representative of what the stories are like. And just, I feel like you can tell that these have been, I'm pretty sure, self-published, and the covers could have done with a little bit more work. And the art is good, but like, it could be better. Anyway, I've been really loving that series, and the audiobooks, I'll be reading this via audiobooks. The audiobooks are just so great for like feeling so engaged, and there's so much action and humor, and I really like the action, the humor, and the romance, which usually aren't things I like, but in this series, and when it comes to anything written by Alona Andrews, I'm loving it. So that's going to be the first book that we put on the TBR. Let's move these dice so we'll keep a record of the rolls we've done. So let's do another TBR Machine prompt. Read a book that has won an award. This is often quite a hard one just to do the research and figure out what books qualify. And also, I feel like I could cheat though and just give books an award myself. Okay, let's roll for Bookopoly. What have we got? 4. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. We need to rotate cactuar. So this is Leatherface. Don't let the Sawyer family eat you. Read a book that features family as the main cast, a central theme, or a core part of the plot. I could have done Sweep of the Blade for that. So a book that's won an award that has family. Okay, I have this one physically. Right at the top. Okay, so I have been trying not to start new series, but also some of the ones that I'm excited for, I do want to start. And the best one I can see is this one. So, 100,000 Kingdoms by N.K. Jemisin. This apparently won the 2011 Locus Award for Best First Novel. I really love some stuff by N.K. Jemisin. Is this saying this is her first novel, not just the first novel in a series? Yeah, her debut novel, this one. I've read the first chapter before. It's something about this girl who mother died and she always thought she would kind of not be connected with kind of the ruling of the kingdom, and there's some kind of like gods involved. I've forgotten, but I know that there is a lot in the story about her grandfather wanting her to inherit his position, and then also her having to kind of battle for her place against other like cousins and other people who are in line for the throne. But there's also a war with the gods, I think. I've forgotten a lot about this, but I know I was excited to read it. So we'll put this on the TBR, and let's do the third TBR machine prompt. We have read the shortest book on your TBR. I'm not sure the easiest way to calculate this, and I might just allow myself to go with a short book because that'll be easy to match it with the Bookopoly board. Anyway, let's roll the dice for Bookopoly. Oh no, it's a double. Okay, what I'm going to do for a double, the idea is you roll again. So what I'm going to try and do is get the 3 prompts. So I'll roll again, we'll get 3 prompts. And then I'll try and find a book that meets all 3 prompts. Is that crazy? Probably. Okay, so 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 gets us bonfire. Read a book you are thinking of unhauling, or a book you are interested in but not sure you will like. So a short book I'm not sure I will like. And we need to roll again to see the next requirement. Did I really just get doubles again? Does that mean I'm going to try and fulfill the requirements of 4 prompts with 1 book? This is not working out. Okay, let's go. 1, 2. Okay, community shelf. So community shelf is just going to have to be separate because, well, unless, what I've done is over here I have basically a bunch of books behind the different cards. I put them in there enough hours ago that I've forgotten where I put them. I've just put them kind of randomly. So we will just pick one of these and hope that there's a book that is really short and I'm not sure if I'm going to like it. I think most of the ones in here I think I'm supposed to like, so that seems unlikely. Bright Sword. That is not short. I'm not sure if I'm going to like it though. So we could say it fits that. Because I really like The Magicians by Lev Grossman. This is Lev Grossman's like Arthurian retelling, but I've heard mixed things about it. Okay, so the Bright Sword's going on the TBR. Probably as a physical read. I could try and find the audiobook, actually. Let me just take a little check as to whether the audiobook is available in New Zealand. Okay, it is, so that's an option. But I still need to do one more roll. And I need a short book. A short book and whatever prompt I get next. 8. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ghost Tour. Read a book with a historical element. This does not have to be historical fiction. That's good, because I hate historical fiction. So a short book with a historical element is what we're looking for. Okay, another one on the shelves. Where is it? I rearranged my shelves and I can't find anything. Aha. The problem is that the spine wasn't the color I was expecting. So what I'm going to go with is The Black God's Drums. It's pretty short. It's actually the only book on my physical TBR, so I did want to get this onto the TBR. I picked this up mainly because I got this for free from the library And I have some other things on my want to read list by P. Jelly Clark, and I've heard lots of good things about his stuff, so I wanted to try it, especially since I got this for free and it's so short. So the Goodreads summary here says, in an alternate New Orleans caught in the tangle of the American Civil War. So that sounds historical. There's some girl called Creeper who's yearning to escape the streets for the air. And there's some kind of airships. I think it's some kind of alternate history steampunk pirate book. I don't know, but we're going to try this one. So that meets 2 of the prompts. Okay, so really I need to be getting some more audiobooks from the next prompts. Let us, once again, see what we get from the TBR machine. Read a book with red on the cover. How many do I have down here? A few. Then let's roll for Bookopoly. 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So he's on Stabby. The bloodiest side of the spooky season. True crime, thrillers, and grimdark fantasy would fit very well for this prompt. This prompt is solely open to your own interpretation. Okay, a stabby book. Oh, a stabby book with red on the cover. That's actually a good combination, right? It should be easy to fulfill. Oh no, I'm seeing immediately a good choice might be Against the Darkness by Kendara Blake. Stabby, just that word in general, fits with the whole Buffy vibes completely, because Against the Darkness is the 3rd and final book in a like Buffy the Vampire world like spin-off, and it's got a lot of red on the cover. The only problem is the only way I have to access this book is either by like an incredibly expensive audiobook, which I'm not doing, or like a marginally expensive ebook, which I could maybe do, but I said I needed an audiobook, right? But I'm just not seeing anything else here that I'd want better than this. What if I move The Bright Sword to be an audiobook? You might think, Penny, you've still got 1 slot for another physical book. I'm really trying to save that for Rhythm of War by Brandon Sanderson to keep my Cosmere reread going, so let's hope we can fit that in soon. But I've only got technically 3 more slots. Okay, another TBR machine prompt. We have read a book with a person on the cover. That's okay. And then for Bookopoly, a double, are you kidding me? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Most recent purchase. I'm just trying to think. Wait, I think I can do it. Okay. So I don't think I have. Oh, I just remembered my most recent purchases. I was going to try and make an argument for Rhythm of War, but I might use Rhythm of War for the person on the cover, because Rhythm of War has a person on the cover. So this is the 4th book in the Stormlight Archives, which is a big epic fantasy. The 5th book is coming out in December, so I want to read this in preparation for that. I've done over the last 2 years a big Cosmere reread, all just to lead me to the point of finally reading Rhythm of War, because when I purchased it last year, I went to read it and then I straight away felt like I'm not prepared. I've forgotten too much about the Cosmere, so I went back, reread the whole thing. Now I'm ready. I'm very excited about it. And then my most recent purchase, I had some gift cards for a local bookshop because I do this grocery scanning thing, and I used to be able to get grocery vouchers through it, but I can't now. I can only get book vouchers. Oh dear, how sad. So I bought Ancillary Justice because this is another series that I'm expecting to really love. I read the first chapter. I thought it was amazing. And to be honest, I bought the whole trilogy, so let's hope I love it. So far, all the books I have been trying after having tried them for my try a chapter project that I'm doing, I've been not loving them, which is terrible since I'm trying to pick them up in priority order. But this, I loved the first chapter. So we're following this character who used to be like the AI of a ship, but they were also like able to inhabit the body of multiple people, but now for whatever reason they are only stuck in one body and they're no longer on the ship, and it seems like they're out for revenge. Anyway, I'm expecting to love this one, and this was my most recent purchase. Oh, this is also another one I wanted to read physically though. You know, the Black God's Drums is really short, and the Buffy one is also like a YA. It will be a pretty quick read. Let's put them in the same week, and then we can put Ancillary Justice in here. But we really need the next prompts to be audiobooks. So keep that in mind, Penny. Okay, another TBR machine prompt. We have read a book that has won or been nominated for the Goodreads Choice Awards. I think there's a few books on my want to read list that would fulfill that. Audiobooks? Maybe. Then a Bookopoly roll. Oh, I've just realized looking at my double that I didn't roll another prompt. Let's count. Let's go back in time a little bit. Let's pretend that this is a roll that we're hoping will fit either Rhythm of War or Ancillary Justice. Let's not cheat. 1, 2, 3, 4. Community shelf. Community shelf. I'm pretty sure both Rhythm of War and Ancillary Justice are on the community shelf, but what is the chances of me actually selecting them? Should I just cheat? Let's try to remember. A few hours ago, I put them all in here and I put Ancillary Justice. Maybe it's under here. Maybe. I'm going to look. And if this isn't a book I can read via audiobook, we're going to pretend it's not happening. Okay? I really want to read Gideon the Ninth, but not via audiobook, even though I've heard it's really great. Let's try again for Ancillary Justice. Maybe I put it quite near the bottom. Maybe it's this one. No, however, the book that wouldn't burn is one I want to read via audiobook. So let's add that to the TBR. All right, then we're just going to do one more. So we'll still be trying to make it a book that has won or been nominated for the Goodreads Choice Awards and whatever Bookopoly decides to throw at me now. Do. Okay, 9. It's not a double. That's good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Leatherface. Did I already land on this before? Yeah, this is the one that features family. Okay, a Goodreads Choice Award winner or nominee that features family. I just don't have many on here that really feature family. Okay, what I'm going to go with is Station 11 by Emily St. John Mandel. This is a book, I think, about kind of like after some kind of pandemic, some theatre troupe traveling around together and being at risk for some reason. I don't really know what it's about. This is a book that I've had on my TBR like for a long time, and I've been wanting to start reading some of those ones so that, I don't know, I just like to have some kind of flow so that things that come into my like want to read world actually get read rather than just sitting there forever wanting to be read, even though I know probably I'll never be able to read everything I wanted to read. But anyway, this one was nominated for Best Fiction in 2014, so that's quite a while ago. But when I look at a list of like themes for the book, found family is one of them, so we're going to count that for the family vibes, and that means I've put together my TBR. It is not really the TBR that I would have planned, but I think that was the point. Am I happy with the outcome? I honestly have no idea. We'll see how I feel at the end of October when I've read the books. Hopefully, I will love a lot of these. I have high hopes for a lot of these, but I'm also starting a lot of new series, and I've been trying to finish series, not start series. And I was very close to series 0. Have I just ruined that whole goal? I think I can still argue I'm doing okay, but we'll see. So, physical books will be these ones. I also have the ebook of Against the Darkness by Kendara Blake, or I will have to get the ebook. And then we also have the audiobooks. So overall, like, I'm going to start Rhythm of War, luckily, in September. Otherwise, that would be a disaster. But other than that, I think this TBR is pretty doable, even though we got a lot more doubles than I was hoping for in that. Anyway, let me know if you've read any of the books that I put on my TBR, whether you think I'm going to like them. Also, let me know if you are doing Spookopoly this year, or just if you've got anything else that you're excited about reading. Do subscribe if you'd like to see more of my bookish videos. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching. I hope that you are doing well, and I will see you next time.